Origins of the Order of the Lion, Episode 1.
At the edge of the known universe on a distant planet called Zidion Prime lived a peaceful people called the Yulis. These were a warlike yet peaceful people who dedicated themselves fully to whatever they did, and especially mastering oneself, keeping themselves out of universal politics until the time that their ancient text called the summoning, when the force itself would call to them into the galactic fray by lighting the beacon in their capital city, Usem. It finally happened, and they would send delegates to the Galactic Senate as well as the Jedi Council to announce themselves and make themselves known. It is at this exact moment Mace Windu would find himself in a bomb. Once he was tossed out of the window, metachlorians filled his body in an effort to preserve the Jedi from a most terrible fate. But a very strange and unique thing was happening with Mace Windu. He was still charged with the dark side of the Force from his fight with Palpatine. And it was this very force that would land Mace Windu safely to the ground. But unfortunately, his body was charged with both light and dark in a volatile way, which caused him to weaken and his life force to fade. Fortune would smile on Mace Windu, because it was at this time that the delegates from Zidion Prime would happen upon him. Fate would seem to have its own plans for the delegates and Mace Windu. The Yuli doctors would do all they can, and finally they were able to sustain Master Windu. They finally reached their capital city, and the inhabitants cheered because they were anticipating this very time and were eager to see what the future would hold. Upon further examination, the metachlorians had stabilized. It was a lot more than they had ever seen, but it was stabilized in Mace Windu, as well as the dark energy stabilized in Mace Windu. After many days, Mace Windu awakened and was informed by the doctors exactly what happened. And in his mind, he wondered, would he tame the lion or would the lion take over?